Hey there, viewer. Lately I've been playing some other games besides Hoi4, Subnautica, Minecraft, Stardew Valley, and I've been having fun, sure, but what these games really prove to me is that Hearts of Iron 4 is the best video game ever made, except for one small thing, one very minor exception that we all know about, but try to relegate to the dark spaces in the back of our minds that we seldom consider in our overall ratings of a game, and that is, of course, the focus tree of my beloved Hungary. But hey, the Austria-Hungary part is pretty cool. It was probably my favorite focus in the vanilla game, and I loved that path, but the communist tree is terrible. I don't know how it turned out so bad, but it happened, and it's actually the worst, and we all hate it. So today, my friends, we are going to overcompensate. Goodbye to the terrible Hungary focus tree. Goodbye, Horthy. Goodbye, Hungary. Goodbye to the Union of Czechs and Slovaks. And hello, communist Hungary. Not a path to go down, but a nation that starts on the map looking like this. So, yeah, we're also going to play on historical focuses, and I strongly recommend you do for this mod, because very, very bad things might happen if you don't. So we start off pretty powerful, more powerful than regular Hungary. We'll build civs for a while. We have a lot of mills, and we'll eventually switch into medium tanks with a lot of AA. We get a lot of manpower by uniting Austria-Hungary, but not actually too much manpower, so we have to go for quality divisions. And we start off with a rather large army too, but it's not quite large enough to beat Yugoslavia in a reunification war, so we do have to build up our infantry battalions a little bit just so that we can best them in a 1v1 conflict. The first thing we'll do here is we'll go through a fun event chain where we decide if we raid the country or coup the country. It's very great. Well, it's not quite raiding the country, it's just raiding the people who are gonna coup the country. But yeah, we're gonna be doing the raid against the people who are gonna coup the country, so we can form communist Austria-Hungary. It's very fun, and we get to be Trotsky, maybe. Don't quite get Trotsky in charge, though that would be kind of cool. We'll also, right after doing this, immediately go and research anti-air. We have to get a lot of anti-air. It's very important. Don't ask me why I know, but I know it's important. And we have a lot of very, very good decisions. So we're going to be finishing our university, which is very cheap, doesn't cost any political power. We'll also increase the party's power, which increases political power gain. So we're going to compensate for the political power we lose anyways. And then hold a speech, because stability starts low, but stability can get very high very fast. And now we will save up for some political advisors. We have a very overpowered one right here that gives us plus 20% political power, and then reduces the political power we have to pay for our economy laws and export laws. It's quite convenient. And then in addition to that, we'll probably get the agrarian commissar, or maybe the minister of industry. It's a hard choice. A lot of these are really good. Well, we won't get the agrarian commissar. That's actually bad. We'll get the communist economist. We're now going to click these decisions very fast to win the raid. It's not really hard. You just click the decisions. I guess it's hard if you play on 5 speed and don't pause. Slovakia also broke free from us and are now going to cease to exist, which I guess is their punishment for going their own way and not trusting in our leadership, though we'll be back there eventually. So now after that, we immediately have to do these focuses here to stabilize the military, otherwise we get a civil war, which wouldn't be a disaster, but it'd be really annoying. We have this nice spirit, the benefits of socialism, which Stalin doesn't have, so I think he's doing the wrong kind of socialism. So maybe we shouldn't ally him, and we should invade the Soviet Union just to make them a puppet of us. I think if we did that, Stalin would still be in charge, but I don't know. Maybe we could get Trotsky in power somehow. But yeah, here's the rebellion that we have to stop. After that, we'll do internationalist campaign, and then start doing decisions to raise communist support in Austria and Yugoslavia. And then we will deal with Slovakia and the Czech Republic later. They seem to join a faction with Romania too, so it's quite the fight. Romania and Czechia are both more powerful than we are, so it's difficult to get powerful enough to beat them. So here's the Austrian revolt. Civil war will start and we will ally with the communists. They're not a puppet quite yet, they're their own independent thing, but we will still form communist Austria-Hungary eventually. And this should be easy. Austria isn't really ready for this war. They don't get the modifier that lets them know a war is starting, and even if they had that, the civil war would mess things up. And this one against Austria is very easy, but the one against Yugoslavia will be pretty difficult. They have about the same size army as us, and this is very defensive terrain down here. And here's the Yugoslav revolt, and here we are, the Union of Danubian Socialist Republics. They're just puppets now, but we have access to a lot of their factories, and we have focuses to further integrate them, integrating all of Austria and then parts of Yugoslavia while keeping some areas autonomous. So we've unified a bit of the region, but we're now dealing with very, very bad national spirits that we have to do these focuses here to get rid of. It's quite the big focus tree we're working down, but yeah, we still won't have an effective economy and military for a while. We'll need to really hurry and form the Danubian army because I believe Romania, Slovakia, and the Czech junta will declare on us soon. The focus trees have been removed, but there'll still be an event that fires, kicking that off. So yeah, this mod might break historical focuses a little bit. Germany declared on the Soviets about a year early, and we're still fighting this war here. It's very difficult, but we've cut the Czech junta in half. So once we clear this up, we should slowly, continuously gain an advantage and be able to win. And so here we are, we've united most of the Austria-Hungary region except the Sudetenland, which we will go and take now. It should be a good time to attack. This is probably when Germany will be at its weakest. Of course, the US isn't doing things yet, but they're not in a good place, and I think we can easily take advantage of this. Of course, we go to war with Japan too because of the tripartite pact, but that does not matter, and we should just be able to let this play out. We'll have to stop battle planning after a while because they'll eventually figure out that we're their main problem, not the Soviets, but that'll take a little while for them to discover. And here we are, nicely cleaning things up. The Allies invaded Italy. I take full credit for it though because of our great distraction in the north. They've already started Free France, and we're just outside of Berlin. We were closer, but we got pushed back a little. We're just gonna call our puppets in now so that we can kick Italy out of Albania. Bulgaria has been nice and never joined the war against us. The Soviets are finally, I think, pushing Germany back. No, never mind, Germany's still moving forward. And our communist Romania became independent. That's kind of interesting. I didn't expect that to happen, but they'll be pretty easy to take back into the fold, you know. Well, I don't have any claims on them, so I probably can't justify on them before this war ends, so I guess they just get to be independent. Here's our beautiful empire. We have Alsace-Lorraine, so that's all that matters, but that's all for today. Bye.